we have our next host is Dino.
It's Dino Klein,
Welcome.
aka Mr. Clean, also known for the Dino Show, and that was absolutely fantastic. And Robert, you did an awesome job as well. We have an amazing speaker coming up next, but yeah, I loved it, loved it. It was good stuff, and really, really good stuff. So as I'm waiting patiently for our next guest, yeah. So and
You're the
and and,
host
and
now.
I'm the host now. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not. Yeah, that's a lot of. So I
You
think
have
they
to get
brought the wrong
ready.
person in. Yeah, yeah.
Well, they'll get rid of
No,
me when they get
actually,
it.
actually, he's the right person. He's the next.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Unmute. Yeah, please.
Have a good time, Dino.
Thank you so much. So yeah, our next guest is, and I'm a huge fan of anybody that served in our military, Sadiq. But hit the mute button on your deal right there. There you go. Yeah, Saaadiq Perry is one of our beloved military veterans. He's done a lot of work there. He's also got that beautiful dome going and a little bit thicker beard than I've got going, but he's got that beautiful smile. And I am so excited to turn this over and hear some pearls of wisdom from Saaadiq Perry. And again, thank you for your service, sir. We love our veterans.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys having me on. Happy Tuesday to you guys. My birthday was yesterday, so I appreciate just being invited today, It's continuing the celebration. Yes, sir. But we're here to talk about leadership today, and I wanted to share with you guys my aspects of leadership and pretty much what makes me a bald leader. I always was going bald since about 19 years old, and I was scared. I didn't want to be bald. So I used to put hair cosmetic products in my head. So, it looks like I had hair. And yeah, I used to pretty much hide the fact that I was balding. And it took me having a sergeant, an NCO that was bald, and he pulled me to the side and he was like, "Hey, cut that off, man." And he really pulled me to the side and he was like, "You're a leader, man. You right behind me. Like, you are okay. You all right, man. It's not the end of the world that you're going bald." But I'm 19 years old. I'm not really taking it too seriously. I'm just kind of in my own world. So I'm just glad that I had that leadership to really, help me accept my baldness and me for me. So that's Sergeant White from Grafenwehr, Germany. He was a great guy. Still is a great guy. He's still alive, but yes, and I started my bald journey pretty much. Just being more confident in myself, you know. Um, yeah, I I haven't always been a leader. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've lied, cheated, I've stolen things, and I don't want to excuse my actions because it happened to me first. The first thing about being a leader is take responsibility. And I told myself I would no longer do these things, and changed my life around, went to the military. Like I said, we were able to get good leadership, and I was able to add those good aspects that they had to myself. I didn't agree with everything they said. I probably didn't agree with half of what they said, but when I paid attention to how they moved and how they were well received by other people, it helped me humble myself and listen, you know. So another aspect, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, but yeah, another aspect of being a leader is paying attention. You have to be very considerate of those around you. I could have easily ignored my sergeant and he was like, "Yo, stop putting that stuff in your hair." Could have easily been like, "Nah," but I was considerate. He was considerate, and that's how most relationships work. Without consideration, we're just, looking out for ourselves at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure we could see 2025 how that's going, right? But yes, I think consideration is another very important part of being a leader. Um, another important part of being a leader, I would say, courage. You know, you're not always going to agree with everybody, and it takes courage to stand on what you said, and it also takes courage to admit when you're wrong. You know, I'm only just turned 28 years old, and these last 3 years, I've had to admit I was wrong at least 3,000 times. You know, humility's hard, but when you got people counting on you, what else can you do? I could sit here and cry all day, but that's not going to feed my family. That's not going to feed my nephew. That's not going to make sure he goes off to a college. And when I'm ready to start my family with my wife, that's not going to keep her there. She's going to move on. She's looking for security. So I just understand my role in where
He was in 22 foster homes. Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, that was a minor technical thing where Robert's mic was hot. So please continue. Please
Oh,
continue,
okay.
my brother.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, so we pretty much gotta look out for our own, man. It's on us as leaders. And like I said, I wasn't always a leader. I'm the youngest of three. So my family never took me seriously. And I'm like the youngest in my whole family. And they never took me seriously. So I used to do things to try to get attention, you know, to try to get taken seriously. And I just appreciate them for not taking me too seriously, you know, because being the youngest, we all have our leadership ways, but when you're able to bring positive energy, you know, love, that's leadership. My older brother, he has a different form of leadership. He's the head, you know what I'm saying? So he's the more serious role, you know, that's the firstborn, but I'm the last, I'm the love, I'm the heart. So just being able to know who I am and what do I bring to the table is also another aspect of leadership. Like you got to really sit down with yourself and say, hey, I do all this bad stuff, but what do I do good, you know? I think that's another part of being a leader, you know. And besides courage, this is probably the most important one for me. Humility, 100%. Humility. I've lied to a lot of people trying to cover my own ass, trying to make myself look better than I was because I didn't feel like I was good enough a lot of the times. And I was. It was all in my head. And it's just because I never viewed myself as a leader. You know what I mean? I always viewed myself as, hey, I'm just another guy. I'm just another man. Hey, I'm just out here. When no, we all have a purpose, you know? And it takes humility to see it. I'm telling you, it does. Because we affect the world inward and then it goes out. Things affect us externally, but with us as individuals, it starts inward and we affect things outwardly, you know? So humility just taught me so much. These last 3 years, my faith's been on the ground, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. God has really been dealing with me, and I'm just eternally grateful that I was able to be invited on the show and share some of my experience with you guys. If I could tell one story, I have a friend, and love him a lot, and I lied to him straight to his face. I had wrecked my car. And I knew he was real concerned about me. He was like, "How you doing?" And I'm good, man, And I was messing with this girl at the time, so I drove her car over there. I'm like, "Y'all got a new car, new house, we good." And he was happy for me, like genuinely, but I was not good. I was not okay. Like I said, I just wrecked the car. I had went to jail like the night before for a DUI before I crashed it. And yeah, I know I wasn't even heard about DUI or what I did. It was just what I did to my friend, just trying to cover up. You know what I'm saying? If this is my friend, like I should be able to open up and talk to him, just as a man. And I lied. So of course, I called him, I squashed it. I told him straight up, "Hey man, I didn't mean to lie to you, but I did. I'm not gonna tell you why. I just want you to take it straight for what it is. But I promise you I won't lie to you again." And that's the last aspect I want to talk about being a leader. You mess up, I learned from my personal experiences. each mess up should come with a promise that you won't do that again to the person you did it to. So yes, I lied. Yes, I cheated. Yes, I've stolen. But I promise those people I've done those things to, I never do it again. Never, never. So I'm just very grateful I'm able to come up here and really talk to you guys. Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Smiley, man. You know, I appreciate
Hey,
it.
Saaadiq, come in the screen a little more. Your face is too far back. I mean, okay. So let me just say something to you. If you don't get voted the most vulnerable person on this event, I'm telling you, I'll take 10 votes. You are vulnerable. So leadership is about actually accountability, communication, and stepping into fear. I mean, just stepping into the fact that you don't know everything. So I want to acknowledge you that you were at the Military Influencer Conference and you talked to me and I saw your heart and you're here today. So Dino, you got a gift here. Saaadiq, thank you for being brave, but thank you for showing what leadership really is. It's about being courageous, vulnerable, transparent, and also communicative. So I called you and I said, you want to step into this? And you said, yes, I will. You are the most vulnerable person so far in this event. So thank you. And it's not about being vulnerable. It's about being truthful.
Yes, sir.
And vulnerability is truth. So I just want to acknowledge you. I just had to come on the show and just say, thank you for bringing it. You brought it big.
Thank you, Dr. Smiley. I really appreciate it. I really do.